Hello there, everybody. It's Derek Fredrickson here. Welcome to our live stream. Just checking to making sure that we're all set here. We're set. I hope that you are set where you are. We're excited to get started in a little over 10 minutes. If you are joining us, if you could actually just let me know in the chat that you can hear me and everything sounds okay. We're just testing to make sure everything is in good shape before we go live. We've got about a little over 10 minutes here. It's a Friday, almost 7 o'clock in the evening on Friday in Paris. It might be 1 o'clock Eastern where you are, or 10 a.m. on the West Coast. We're excited to have you. So yeah, go ahead and say hello in the chat just to make sure that you can hear me and everything's working okay. And we'll get started soon. Looking forward to it. All right, we'll see you in a bit. Everybody, thanks for letting us know that this is working for you. So we're going to get going soon with the Money Magnet Masterclass with Fabienne. Just saying hello to some people in the chat here. Hello, Lori, welcome. Monique, glad to hear that the audio and video and everything is working. You never know these days. College Prep Counseling can hear us just fine. Well, very good. Great to have you. Hello, Kristen, Vanessa, Rebecca from Atlanta. Fantastic. Just about 7-8 minutes until we go live. Fabienne is getting ready. We can show you a little bit of a side shot here. Say hello, everybody, to Fabienne. Final touches to the presentation. We've got some fantastic stuff to share with you, as always. So yeah, we'll get started in a few minutes. If you're just joining us, saying hello, let us know where you're from, and we'll see you in a bit. All right, everybody, just a few more minutes. We've got a lot more people joining from the chat, so just wanted to say hello and welcome you to the Money Magnet Masterclass. So we've got Rebecca, like I said, Jackie from Seattle, Francisco from Argentina, Jess from London, Lizette from Las Vegas, welcome. We've got Lior from New Hampshire, Vanessa from Birmingham, UK, and Hannah also from the southeast of UK. We love to have our Brits with us. Welcome, everybody. And then we've got Lori from Brooklyn, New York. Welcome, Lori. A few more have joined. Janet from Northern California. Welcome. Erin, Celeste, Genevieve. Excellent. Everybody's joining in. A few more minutes to go before we get live here for the Money Magnet Masterclass with Fabienne. Say hello, Fabienne, there to the right. Last minute changes to the presentation. Just practicing. All right, here we go. So we'll get started in a few more minutes. Thanks, everybody, for being here. We'll see you in a bit. Hey everybody, so we're seconds away, but we're actually just going to wait another minute, 2 minutes. I know a lot of people are starting to join right now, and we have almost 2,000 people registered for this live masterclass. And if you were with us over the last week and a half, we did have a little bit of a tech hiccup once before, and we have been doing a lot of testing just to make sure that that's not going to happen again. And part of that is making sure that everybody can join on the page. We just sent out an email with the link once again for everybody to come and join us. So we're just going to give it another minute, 2 minutes. I know it's the top of the hour. I'm sure you could just kind of hang out. Everybody's saying hello on the chat. We've got Jean from Virginia, Michelle from Greeley, Colorado. Hello. Ottawa, Canada. Hello, Lizane. Lisa from New Jersey. Patricia from Durango, Colorado. I love Durango, Colorado. I've been skiing there, actually. Haley from... she was on Zoom, but now you're on Facebook. Great. Genevieve, hello. Let's see who else we got. Annie and Cynthia. So yeah, we're just going to give it another minute. A lot of people are joining. I can see a couple hundred already, and I know people are still coming. So just bear with us another minute or two, and we will get started momentarily. Thanks. What? What's that? Yeah, on your slides.
I can make the dreams go away.
Do an audio test. At least 10 or like 2-3 minutes. 5 seconds.
Hello there, it's Fabienne. Thank you so much for joining me today. I see that hundreds of you are here and hundreds more are going to be joining us today for this, what I intend to be a really powerful class today that has you take control of your environment by taking control of your money attraction. And I'm so delighted that you're here. I've been telling a couple of friends what we're doing today over the last couple of weeks, and I find it fascinating how maybe it's the times that we're in. Maybe this is a topic that is really rich, no pun intended. Everyone seems to be really excited. So high five. I know we're talking to each other through a computer, but high five to you for being here and making this a priority. It's been a wonky few months all over the world. No one has escaped the wonkiness. And I see that things are shifting. You know, I talk to my team who talks to hundreds of people every month, and they have told me that while a few months ago when the pandemic started happening, many people were like, okay, I don't know what's going on. I'm not going to make any decisions. And then over the last few weeks, what we're hearing you say is, I don't even care what's happening in the world. I need to get my stuff together. I need to get money. I'm raring to get back out there. Yeah, it is an emergency to get back out there and start making some money. So what I'm going to be teaching you today, I have never taught in my entire career in exactly the same way I'm teaching it. And so this is our first for all of us. So thank you so much for being here today. I hope that you have a notebook because I am going to give you the 6 secrets that I've never seen it compiled this way before, but I live this day in and day out. So I'm going to share with you the 6 secrets that money magnet people like me, like some of my clients now, are how they generate money quickly. So if you don't yet have a notebook, if you don't yet have a pen, I want you to go and get those right now. Okay? So let's get started. You may have seen, you may be on my list, and you may have seen that a couple of weeks ago I sent a survey about a totally different program, and hundreds of women wrote back and gave me responses to a very simple question. And it revealed something that I was not aware of. So the question that I asked was, what do you want to learn from me specifically? And I thought they would talk to me about confidence and, self-worth and creating a really nice life. And it was shocking that so many people, almost 100% of the people who responded to me said different variations on the same topic. And this is what you said to me. You said, I want to experience stability around money. I wonder, is there an easier way to attract money, Fabienne? And I'm starting to see this, there's a trend here. Can you show me tricks to getting money at a moment's notice if I need it? How to cover my expenses every month. I'm tired of struggling around money. And I'm seeing these roll in, and I'm on my iPad and I'm highlighting everything. So many women wrote me and said, I don't want to be financially dependent on anyone anymore. I don't want to stay in my toxic job. How do I make enough money to quit my job? I just don't want to worry about my bills anymore. How do you make ends meet? Really, in the end, they all said this, and they said, how? You, Fabienne, you, a spiritual 7-figure business owner who has a nice life, a nice husband, you have kids, you're like normal. How do you do it? And I'm telling you, I'm looking at all these responses, and they sent in other things as well, but it was all about financial security. I was shocked that it was on everybody's list. So what I got, and it hit me over the head, was that you want peace of mind around money. Give me a high five if that's true for you, right? And what I heard from you, because I did a follow-up call with the people who wrote in, you said, especially now, you want to get back on track financially, no matter what's going on in the world, right? Because who knows what's happening. So some people said that they were, things are tight. The last few months have not been very kind to them over, the pandemic and confinement. But other people wrote in and said, listen, I'm doing well. I was able to pivot my business, and I just want to know more. I want to know how you do it. I'm not at multiple 6 figures yet. I'm not at 7 figures and multiple 7. I just want to know, what are your practices for, being a spiritual and like a businesswoman? And listen, some of you have been on my list for a very long time, 5 years, 10 years, and you consume everything that I do. And I want to thank you for that. And there are some people here who found me or were referred to this class. And so I just want to take a couple seconds to explain who I am in case you don't know me. In case you don't know me yet, more than 20 years ago, in 1999, I opened up my first nutrition practice out of my small apartment in Manhattan, and I could not pay the bills. I knew how to get clients, but I wasn't attracting clients consistently, which means that the credit card companies were calling. And at first I kind of ignored them. I was not taking personal responsibility for my life. I was back in taxes. And they were calling me asking for payment. And it was definitely a dark night of the soul. And so instead of giving up and going back to work for somebody else, I learned how to get clients. And I created the client attraction system. If you don't know me, I'm known around the world for having invented the client attraction system. And I got clients, and then because I was a nutritionist, a holistic nutritionist, I went to this macrobiotic conference. I never tell anybody this. I went to this a macrobiotic conference in Massachusetts in the US, and we learned about, the foods and all of this stuff. And then I went to this one breakout that was about the energy behind everything. And I learned that everything is energy. Everything is energy in terms of healing. Everything is energy in terms of money. And my mind was blown. I could not believe that I was in my late 20s and I'd never heard of this before. And so I just went down this rabbit hole of studying everything I can about the energy of money, the mindset of money, the healing of the mindset of money. I went to so many conferences. I read so many books. I worked with energy healers. Nothing was available all in one place, but I kind of put it together for myself. And I started applying it in my business and I started making money. Like I went to multiple six figures because of this. And in 2008, now remember what happened in 2008 during the world, the world financial crisis. My income tripled in 9 months. It was October of 2008. I crossed the $1 million mark for the first time in my business. Now, the whole world was falling apart financially. My husband, who was working in corporate, thousands of people were being laid off in his industry, and in his company alone, 1,500 people were being laid off. And here I am tripling my income to $1 million. Now, I didn't see that many people doing that. But what I had been teaching myself and what I had been teaching my clients, the same things I was using, they were doing good too. And we were all kind of thriving in those wonky times, right? And because of all of this, Inc. magazine named my company one of America's fastest growing private companies 3 times, 3 years in a row. And I believe I got there. I deeply believe this. I got there using both the money mindset that I'd been learning since that macrobiotic conference, and then also the money actions, all the markety type things that I'd been practicing for almost 10 years. And everything, I'm going to teach you today in this class. And everything I'm going to teach you today is 20 years later, maybe even 21 years later, I have created a multiple 7-figure business. So the business makes multiple millions per year. And I feel a little weird saying that because I don't want this at all to be about me, but I've got to earn the right to share these things with you. It's not like I'm a person who's just starting out, who read some things in a book or watched the movie The Secret and all of a sudden I'm this expert. No, I'm living this day in and day out. And we teach thousands of women and a few heart-centered, heart-leading men. We accept men, of course, but we teach thousands of women each year to make their own money, and lots of it. It is a value of mine to give women freedom by having them make their own money using this process. So they're generating every year tens of millions in yearly income all over the world, US, Canada, Europe, UK, Australia, and everywhere in between. And it's by being in our programs. And when I checked in with a few people over the course of the last, 6 months, when I checked in with them, for the people who were no longer in our program because they finished it, I said, how are you doing? And they're like, I'm fine. I'm like, you're fine? They're like, yeah, I'm fine. I pivoted. I kept my energy high because of what you taught me, and I'm fine. And I realized that the thing again and again was because of what you taught me. In fact, I just got another Facebook message from a woman named Nina today who said, I'm fine. I just signed up this, I forget, $7,000 or $9,000 client. I have to reread it. She's like, it's because of what you've taught me. And here's why it works, and I hope that you write this down. The everything that we in the programs that we offer, everything that we teach, I come to it from 2 angles. It's who I am. I am both highly practical and pragmatic, but I'm also deeply attached to the energetic and everything that is vibration. So if you look at the yin and yang, basically everything I'm teaching you today is yin and yang, or maybe you say yin and yang, totally okay. I've really been studying what works in the world, and anytime you have a combination of yin and yang, or masculine and feminine, or practical and energetic, those things work in the world. And so I've devised for myself, just like I kind of stumbled upon, and after just reading so much, 6 secrets. I don't know if they're really secrets, but nobody's strung them together the way that I have. And I'm really proud of this. And the people I know who are money magnets are living these 6 things. And they're probably not aware of them. I have to call them and let them know. So I'm going to cover all 6 things with you today. And before that, I just want to give you a few quick thoughts that you may want to write down as a precursor to everything that I'm sharing. A few lessons. So lesson number 1, I hope you write this down. Money doesn't have to be an issue if you know how to play the game of money. It is a game. But just like imagine if you came by and I said, let's play Monopoly, and you'd never heard it before, and I've read the instructions, I've been taught how to play the game of Monopoly, but in this case, the game of money, and you don't know how to play it, who's gonna win? I'm probably gonna win because I know the rules, right? So if you know how to play the game of money, it's never an issue, like ever, even with what's going on out there. Lesson number 2, you can change your money situation in a matter of days, okay? You can change your money situation in a matter of days when you take the right, consistent actions. And I see so many people say, I'm so busy, I'm working so hard. And I'm thinking, they're not working on the right things. They're just staying busy. It's an illusion, right? So it can change in a matter of days. Number 3, if you decide that you're going to take more action on getting clients and bringing in money, and you're feeling doubt and fear and worry and lack, I'm just here to tell you, I hate to be contrarian, but don't bother. Because the energy that you have in every action that you take when you're looking to bring in money into your life, if you're in fear, doubt, and worry, you will actually repel the money and the abundance that you're trying to bring in. So if you're fearful, if you're worried, if you're in doubt whether it will work, don't even bother, might as well go take a nap, okay? Lesson number 4, if you take action in your business while feeling abundant, while feeling positively expectant, while feeling confident and feeling supported by the all that is, what you want will come your way. It has been proven scientifically. Like, by the way, none of this is woo-woo. Everything is proven by quantum science, quantum mechanics and all that. More on that another time. So how you feel around the actions that you're taking to bring in money dictates the results that you get. And that brings us to lesson number 5 before we go into the big 6 in a few minutes, is the way you think, the way you feel, and the way you vibrate around money matters massively. So I see people like pushing the boulder of marketing up the hill, but inside they're vibrating lack. Oh my God, what do I do if I don't bring the money? In fact, I was talking to a friend. This was probably about a month, it was in August, about a month and a half ago. And she hadn't gotten any new money because everybody was like, all the corporate people that she was working with previously said, you know what, let's meet together again in the fall. And she was like, I'm not sure if I can even survive until the fall. And I said, look at how you're vibrating around this money thing. You might as well, like, you can't take action doing this because you're just pumping out vibration of fear. So I gave her some things to do. And within one day, and I'm so proud of her, within one day, she totally changed her vibration around money and things began changing for her. Lesson number 6 is you must take the right actions and have the right daily habits. This isn't a thing, getting clients and taking action is not something that you do every once in a while. It's not like sometimes people market every month or every couple weeks or even just once a week. There's got to be a daily habit but only if you want to bring in money consistently. And I know that some of these things are like, yeah, duh. But I'm sharing this with you because you may have heard of it, but if you're not living it daily, and I told her, this is how much time you should be marketing per day. She's like, wow, right? Because she wasn't even doing that per week. it may seem like common sense, but if you're not doing it, it's not going to work. Okay. Lesson number 7 is that there are certain marketing activities that bring in more results than others. And most people are not focused on these 20%, you know, the 80-20 rule, the Pareto principle. Most people are not focused on the 20% of marketing activities that actually bring in the clients. And I want to teach 4 of them to you over time if you're interested in bringing in money. You don't have to work on 80% of the things you're working on right now. You just need to work on 20 of them. And if you're not working on those 4 activities, you might as well, again, I don't mean to sound negative or contrarian, but I want to tell the truth here, because there's so much misinformation going on around money. So the last of these little lessons before we dive into the 6 big ones is that lesson number 8 is that being focused on your money goal without needy attachment is what brings in the money, right? So if you are like, oh my God, I need the money. When is it coming? It's not coming fast enough. If there's an attachment or a deep need, then the money is not going to come in because you're going to vibrate lack. And I'll explain all of that to you. If you turn it into a game, if you make it fun and there's no attachment to it, then that's when the money ushers into your life. You got to make it fun and you got to make it a game. Okay. And so today, as we dive deeper, I will show you all of the elements of the money mindset and money actions blueprint that I've created that guarantees, I mean, literally you do this and you do what I tell you. This guarantees without a doubt that you're going to bring money into your life. So why am I giving this to you for free? Sometimes people say that. I'm giving you this information and this blueprint to you for free. Do you ever go to Baskin Robbins? If you live in the Northeast of the US, there's a ice cream store called Baskin Robbins. And I used to go there as a kid. And you could ask for the pink spoon and you could taste different flavors. They would give you a different pink spoon to taste all the different flavors. And it was a taste of, you know, just to see if you like it. And if you wanted to get that particular flavor, the big version of it. And so what I'm doing today is a taste of something I just want to tell you, to honor you, a taste of something that I'm launching actually today in response to everything that you've been saying. Today is the release of my new 3-month Money Magnet Club that I've just created. It's a new version of something that I've done in the past, and it's the thing that you've been asking for. Everything that you've been telling me about in the responses, in the surveys, on every Q&A and free coaching thing that I do, this is it. So it's the Money Magnet Club, and I decided to price it really low. I'm not looking to create something. This is not for me, this one. This one's for you. This one's for you because these are tough times for a lot of people. So I'm making this really, really affordable and giving you all of me, just to say thank you for following me all these years. And thank you for always placing your trust in me. And thank you for your friendship and your kindness over all these years. So what's this Money Magnet Club? Well, it's basically a game. It's a game that we're going to play from October. So starting next week through December. And we start on Monday, and it's a game that will help you make money. I will show you, we're going to play it together. I'll do it with you actually. So I just want you to write this down, the website, so that you can check it out now or later, if you have to leave early or whatever, is themoneymagnetclub.com. themoneymagnetclub.com. And in this game, we will set for you a BHARG, a big, hairy, audacious revenue goal. And in the game, the objective of the game is for you to reach that goal with my help, right? So we're going to set a goal, we're going to make a plan, we're going to get to work, we're going to stick to the plan, we're going to reach the goal, and then we're going to celebrate. And I've done a version of this before, but it didn't have all the mindset-y stuff that I find is so powerful. And I should have included it all those times that I did it. And you'll see the results that people got without all the mindset stuff were outstanding. So I'm so pumped for this version of it. So let me explain to you, and then we'll dive in what it looks like. The Money Magnet Club is where I'm going to take 3 things that I'm exceptionally good at, and I'm going to basically give you all of it. So there's the money mindset, which is the energetic and the vibrational, okay? You're going to learn everything I do. I'm going to share everything that I've learned over the, since that macrobiotic conference, all the things I've learned. So you're going to get that. Okay, then I'm also going to teach you about the money actions. It's all that pragmatic, practical marketing stuff. The 20% that actually gets results. So I'm going to give you all of that, the templates, the scripts, the do this, not that. And then to envelop all of it, I'm going to give you the accountability that you need, right? The structure for your nature, because you know it's easy to get distracted. So we're going to have check-ins. I'm going to be there for Q&A, motivation, pep talks, like keep you focused. Okay, so more on that later, but basically we're going to play this game. You're going to play this game with me if you decide to dive deeper with me. And I'm going to create a community around you of other awesome women in business. And together, we're going to have you win the game. So I'm going to tell you what to do. I will teach you every powerful thing I do daily with affirmations, with the soundtracks that I use still today, which videos I watch, which books I read and continue to reread, which money magnetism exercises that I do daily, which no-cost marketing activities, how to actually ask for the sale without feeling bad. And really own your worth, how to talk to people when they express interest on social media, how to get them into a conversation and then close the sale without feeling icky because you're just owning your worth. Basically, you're going to do all the 20% of what actually works. And I just want you to know that this game that we're going to play works even in uncertain times. It's guaranteed to work. And in fact, there's a money back guarantee. I'll tell you all about that later. But one last time, in case you leave early, in case you want to go now, you can only stay a few minutes. Just write it down. TheMoneyMagnetClub.com. We start on Monday. So more details then. I'm telling you all this now because then you have the whole time to evaluate me over the course of the free masterclass today, and you decide. I just want to be transparent always, and I'll show you some testimonials. You'll see them all on that website. People who had a goal of making 5,000 each 4-week period, and they doubled their goal. People like Beth, who right away sold 2,300, and this program is only $397, so it'll pay for itself in no time. Basically, I want to invite you to work closely with me over a period of 3 months. We're going to sprint together and we will win this game for you. Whatever your big, hairy, audacious goal is, we'll map it out and we will win this game. I promise. And listen, there's a money back guarantee if it doesn't work. You got the website. Let's dive in to the 6 money magnet secrets that you're going to want to use now. Now, the thing is, you may not have heard of all of these put in the same sequence in the past. Maybe you've heard of it, but you haven't actually applied it. So we cannot unplant these seeds that we're planting today. You will start looking at life and money totally differently after today, and you're going to want to do this because it's not about effort. It's not just about energy. It's a combination of the energetic and the pragmatic, the feminine energy and the masculine energy, the yin and the yang. So money magnet secret number one has to do with money consciousness. We start with money consciousness. We start with the energy. So why do I start with that? Because so many people are really confused right now. I keep hearing people say, like, even people ask me, I ask them, do we know if the world is going back to normal anytime soon? And what is normal? I don't even know what normal is anymore. What I know is that it doesn't actually matter. When it comes to you making money, you can be making money right now. It doesn't really matter what's happening in the world, because making money is not seasonal, and it does not depend on the economy. Can you please, I will keep this slide up for just a moment. Can you please write that down? Making money is not seasonal. I hear people say, oh, even when times were normal, oh, I never make money in July or August or whatever. It's not true. I've had some of my biggest months in July, August, December. It does not depend on the economy, what's going on in the world. Robin Sharma, who I deeply respect, says, forget the economy, just rewire your mentality, and then you'll create your own economy, right? It all happens right here. If you understand the universal laws of money, if you understand quantum physics, I've been studying this for a really long time. If you understand, we can call it the law of attraction too, but the law of attraction doesn't go deep enough for most people. When you work on your wealth consciousness, when you work on your mindset, then the energy of money, that's what matters more than what's going on out there, okay? So an example of this is, if you think that money or cash or rich people are bad, you will not attract money. Because if on a subconscious level you believe that, you're not going to take the actions that will bring in a lot of money. You won't, maybe you attract it, but you won't allow it in, and maybe if you allow it in, you won't keep it. It'll slip through your fingers. So it's a question of really looking at what are your belief systems, what are your paradigms around money and people who have money. And, I used to have bad paradigms around that. I grew up in like with a family. My father grew up, in the war, and what penny scrimping, is that a word? I don't even know if that's a word. When you change that, when you change what you say to yourself, it either. So if you're all currently repelling money, if it's not ushering in your life rapidly enough, we need to change what you say to yourself about money, to allow it into your life. It's really important for us to listen to what's going on in your head around your money talk. Okay. And here's what happens. This is through no fault of your own. I just want to say, okay, you're fine. Like, there's nothing wrong with you. The majority of the population, and I'll explain to you if we decide to dive deeper together, what you were taught as a child before the age of 7 built, or what you witnessed built your money blueprint, right? So the money blueprint got lodged in your subconscious. And that is what's dictating the actions that you take on a daily basis, right? So people think that actions come from your willpower. They do not come from your willpower or from your conscious. Every action that you take is coming from your subconscious, and your subconscious got built before you were the age of 7. So we need to examine that together to be able to change your results. What I want you to get, and the reason this is so important, is sometimes people think, oh, my subconscious, all these messages I received before the age of 7, I'm like doomed for life. No, you're not doomed for life. It is so easy to change your subconscious, but just most people don't know how to do it. And I want to do that with you. I want to turn you into a money magnet, and we can change your subconscious in a matter of days. Days. Even like 24 hours, right? We can start making some progress in 24 hours, and then I'm going to build that on you again and again and again. And with the right money beliefs training and then subconscious reinforcement, this is what we're going to do in the Money Magnet Club. You can change what that programming that was given to you before the age of 7 and just like repeat it over time. Okay. The reason we start with the money consciousness is that when you get rid of the unconscious blockages and the fear, there is ease. There's not this white knuckling around money, not wanting to spend it or wondering where it's going to come from. There is ease and the money flows in. Okay, so money consciousness, I think, is actually, that's why we start with it. It's massively important. Okay, money magnet secret number 2 is that you've got to take the right marketing activities. You would be surprised at how many people over the course of the last 6 months just decided to wait, and they became almost paralyzed in their actions. And listen, maybe you too, and I'm not judging you. Like, I get it. Some people pivoted and some people went within, and they waited for things to, go over, the cloud to go over, the fog to lift, and they just kind of waited for business to come on its own. There is this really interesting thing. It's kind of like waiting for the knight on the white horse, this false romance of relying solely on word of mouth or just waiting for the tide to come back in. It doesn't happen that way. If it's not happening fast enough for you, is because this false romance is showing you that you need to do other things, right? Hoping and waiting is not a strategy for being a money magnet. Okay? Sometimes people are like, bring me the money. Okay, the mindset is good, but you need to take action and you need to let people find you. And it's not your client's job to find you. It's your job to make yourself visible enough so that you got to market. And I totally get that some people see marketing as an activity beneath them. Why? Because we've been taught that you can build a better mousetrap, but people who market a better mousetrap are sleazy. Here's how I feel about marketing, and I have always felt about marketing once I got the energy behind it. Okay? If you think about power, you can use power for good or you can use power for evil. And marketing is the same thing. Power is an energy, and marketing is not just an activity, but it is an energy. We have been taught that marketers are sleazy. But I have discovered that marketing, it can be, in the hands of the right person, a divine tool to change people's lives, right? If you can bring good into the world, you can bring good into people's lives by being a prolific marketer that is authentic and loving. And here's what I teach in my other courses to help you shift your mind around marketing so that you begin to do more of it. You decide what kind of marketer you want to be. Whenever I ask, I mean, if you don't know me for very long, you wouldn't be able to answer this question, but whenever I ask roomfuls of people or in my programs, okay, so let's talk about the different kinds of marketing energy there is. You can have sleazy, pushy, inauthentic, greedy, all that. What I consider obsolete, overly masculine, toxic way. And listen, I love the masculine, but when it's toxic masculinity, it's not what I want to do, right? But you can decide. You can be an authentic marketer, a loving marketer, a generous marketer, a caring marketer, a compassionate marketer, a spiritual marketer, a fun marketer, a dancing marketer. I'm going to go back, a loving marketer, a vulnerable marketer, somebody who actually cares. And when you can tap into the right energy of the kind of marketer you want to be, you realize that you want to do more marketing. So I want to show you how to be the good kind of marketer that is, I'm just going to say what I really want to say, is aligned to a power greater than the sleaze factor of what other people are doing. When you can connect with the divine marketer within you, whoo, connect to the divine, the divinity of marketing, that it can, doing the right marketing can actually change somebody's life when you make yourself visible enough and they can find you and you change their life. Man, that's the kind of marketing we want to do. So being a money magnet requires a new approach to marketing, and this shows up in two ways, okay? So I want to share with you these two sub things around doing the right activities. The first thing is you want to, I've mentioned this, you want to only do the 20% that works every time. Okay. And right now you're doing way too much. Well, you're either not doing enough at all, or if you are marketing until you're blue in the face and it's not working, it's because you're doing the wrong things. So look at this diagram. There is, see at the top, it says for a lot of people, you're spending 80% of your time in your marketing activities, and those activities are only giving you 20% of your results. But there are a few vital tasks, the 20% that you see on the bottom left here in the white, that are producing 80% of the results. I have been at this thing. I've taught tens of thousands of women the right marketing activities. And I want you to know that it is rather simple. It's just a lot of people on the internet and a lot of books confuse you with stuff that you don't need at your particular level. So I'm here to say that you only need to apply the really simple, no cost to low cost marketing that makes people come to you. Like, don't go down these rabbit holes. People, oh my God, these expensive rabbit holes. I hear this literally on every Q&A call. A woman will say to me, Fabienne, should I do Facebook ads or Google AdWords to get clients fast? Or they'll say, I don't understand. I paid all this money in Facebook ads and I didn't get anything. And I'm like, no. Don't waste your money. Like, that's good when you have, a multiple 6-figure, multiple 7-figure business, but likely at your stage, and you will grow, right? Especially if we do this together, but you want to avoid marketing that is overly complex, expensive. Like, use your money for something else. Use your money to get an assistant part-time or a program like this, or use some money to go on vacation. Do not do the super expensive marketing things, because they can be so risky, right? Don't do things that are time consuming. Don't do things that are massively above your technology skill level, because it'll be so confusing. Like I said, too risky. And don't do things that are confusing, like not recommended. Why? Well, for many different reasons. It's not going to work. As you've probably, and I'm not a negative person, right? I want everything to work for you, but likely at the stage that you're in, it's not going to work, right? So, and plus it'll kick you out of what we call the vortex, right? When you're kicked out of the vortex and you get frustrated, those activities are the ones that aren't going to work. So what you want to focus on instead are the things that will guarantee results. Like, if you do it the right way and you just pop it in, like plug and play, the marketing activities, the right ones, will bring you clients, will bring you money. So for a lot of people, it's connecting with others, sharing really great content, being in touch regularly, hosting gatherings, generating referrals, getting out there. All of these things are proven to work, but you're probably not doing them because you don't know how to do them, right? In the Money Magnet Club, if you join me, I will show you all of these with examples, with scripts, with templates. This is what it's supposed to look like, and then we're going to do them together. Here's the thing. Your energy then changes. When everything that you try works, then you get to do, you get excited to do more of it. And that's what brings us to our second thing within this do the right marketing activities, is that you want to do the right ones in the 20% category, but you want to then increase the volume on your marketing. Okay, look at me. You're not marketing enough. It's only because a couple of things. It's either you had this false belief about you didn't want to be a sleazy marketer, right? Or you didn't know what activities to work on and you're like, I don't want to keep doing things that aren't working. But I'm telling you, even if just these 3 months that are upcoming, right? October, November, December, what we can do is massively increase the volume on your marketing. Because if you want, let's just take personal responsibility here. If you're hiding behind your computer or you're tinkering on your website and you're not actually talking to humans, it's gonna be really hard to get clients and to make money. So you can no longer be doing the same activities that are not getting you clients. I'm like telling the truth here today. I hope you're okay with truth telling, right? And you cannot market in the same low quantity because you're going to attract more of the same results. So, like I said to my friend, you need to market more than you're marketing now. And when I explained to her what I'm teaching in this program, she was like, I get it now. I was hiding, I was timid, but I said, you gotta be more prolific. And I told her what she needed to do and how often she needed to do it. And she was like, I'm on it. And it worked. And so I'm here to tell you that it's time to turn up the volume on how much marketing you're actually doing now, right? At least for the next 3 months. I just want you to see what it's like for the next 3 months, right? You got to show up bigger. And I get that it's scary at first because there is this thing about visibility, right? And the key is that I want to just share more of the divine piece with you. A lot of times women, when they first come to me, I'm like, you got to be a little bit more visible. My sweet, she's like, I don't like the way I look. I don't like the way I sound. I don't want people, to criticize me. And I'm like, you were made to be you. You were made on purpose with a purpose for a purpose. There's a reason to why you look the way you look. There's a reason why you sound the way you sound. There's never been anybody like you on the planet before, and there will never be anybody like you on the planet ever again. You were made exactly as you are. And when you can embrace that and you turn the volume up on you, knowing that you're here to make a positive impact on people's lives, then you show up bigger. You realize that you're here as a messenger of hope for a lot more people, right? Can I get a high five for that? Now, sometimes people say, well, I don't know how to find the time to market more. Well, it's really simple. You use the 80% of the time that you used to waste on things that didn't work, and you just bump up, you replace that, you grow that 20% into a higher percentage, and that's where you find the time. And it's really easy when you're doing it with other people and you're on this train and you're doing it together and you're celebrating each other, and it requires following a daily plan, okay? Not like a monthly, not like, even a weekly, I'll just do like this one thing once a week. It's a daily, I'm telling you what works to be a money magnet, okay? It becomes easy. It's just a muscle you haven't done before, right? So you follow a daily plan of just 3 things, right? You do these 3 things first thing in the morning if you can, every day without fail, and that's how you get results. This is what we're gonna teach you. Okay. Money magnet secret number 3 is focusing mechanisms. I hope you write this down. Number 3 is focusing mechanisms. Many women business owners get overwhelmed and they say, I don't know what to prioritize first. And so what they do is they do nothing and they scroll and they're waiting for inspiration to strike on Facebook or Instagram or Pinterest. Those are distractions, and distractions are the enemy when you want to make a lot of money quickly, okay? So I get that it's easy to start strong and then get distracted. We tend to be highly distractible, is that a word? Distractible creatures. But here's what I know from studying so much about intention and money attraction, is that the universe sends you what you focus on the most. So what we want to do together is to create what we're going to call a 3-month BHARG, big, hairy, audacious revenue goal. We're going to do that together, and we will have it as your reminder every day. I will show you some focusing mechanisms that will have you laser focused on this thing. Now, the goal is not about like a safe goal that you do on your own already. It's got to be a little bit outside of your reach to get you in action. Oh boy, I got to reach this, right? And when you have 3 very small, very specific activities tailored just to you, right? Not to everybody, but like the ones that you know you're going to do, and you do them every day without fail, are you going to be more likely to reach your goal? Yeah, right? Especially with some of the things that are coming up in the other secrets. So this is not about doing more. It's actually about doing fewer things, but just more frequently. Every day instead of every month. And because doing more can feel like a chore, that is why we make it a game. We make it super fun. Why? Because games are fun and you want to play a game, especially with other awesome people. Now think about it. When you are playing, let's say Monopoly with your kids or somebody else's kids, your focus is on playing the game to win, right? It's not a chore. But in the past, it's been a chore perhaps to market. But when you make it a game, it becomes fun. Because you make it a game, there's no attachment. Making it a game allows you not to come from a needy place energetically, and it dissolves the attachment to the results. And when you have no attachment to the results, because you're playing this game, right? It's about the game, not your life. Then you vibrate at a totally different frequency, which can be measured, by the way. Money magnet secret number 4 is about accountability. Structure for your nature. And let me explain to you why we offer this in every single program, including this one, which is only $397, right? According to Gretchen Rubin, who wrote the book, The 4 Tendencies, 81% of people don't follow through on their inner and outer expectations. Did you hear that? 81% of people on this planet do not follow through on their inner and outer expectations. So she's broken it down, and you can look this up, online another day, right? You see at the top, the upholder, only 19% of people in the population actually follow through on inner and outer expectations. And so what that means is you may have the right intentions. I don't either. I don't follow through on inner or outer, but I've been able to create results because of what I'm about to share with you. You may have good intentions, but they don't necessarily go all the way through because of how you're wired. Most of us who have our own business are wired to start things. That's our nature. How do I know this? Because I give our thousands of members in Bold Heart Business, I give them assessments to take. And it's like 95% of entrepreneurs are wired the exact same way. We're wired to start things, but not necessarily finish them. The way that you create money in your life is by appreciating having some loving accountability so you get the important things done. When you have accountability, you become a money magnet because you finish things that left to your own devices you probably wouldn't finish, right? Am I right? So Why do you need loving accountability? It's just like you probably need an alarm clock in the morning. You know, it's just a loving reminder that it's time to do the thing, right? Because on your own, it's hard to stay motivated for more than just a few days, right? You need a daily reminder, a daily prompting from another human that cares about you so that you get the right things done. And then on top of the daily, when you have at the same time an amazing place to check in once a week with your results, you show up differently, right? You show up to get celebrated. And if you know that hundreds of women, this is the thing that moves me every time, when hundreds of other amazing women are rooting for you to reach your big, hairy, audacious revenue goal, when you've got legions of people behind you saying, I believe in you, come on, let's do this together, as you will for them, you will happily push yourself beyond your past limitations. Because it's going to be fun. It's kind of like the equivalent of a loving Weight Watchers for attracting money, but like without the shame in it, right? It's a very powerful thing. And when you have that kind of daily, weekly, and just energetic accountability, when it's encouraging and it's supportive, but it's also not lenient, you want to show up bigger in your marketing. You want to do those 3 activities that are tailored for you every day, right? Not just weekly, but every day. Why does it work to get your revenue goal? It's because you've got consistency, you've got follow through, you finish what you start, maybe for the first time in a very long time. I know I'm wired probably just like you. You become a money magnet. It's amazing what happens, right? Money magnet secret number 5 is having a loving community. Right? We just touched on it. Isolation is also the enemy. Distraction and isolation together, it's hard to get and to stay motivated when you are on your own. Tell me the truth. You talk yourself out of stuff, right? I'll do it tomorrow. Or you say, oh yeah, I can't figure out how to do this, so maybe I just won't do it. When you make it a game, especially around attracting money, and you do it with others, it's this fun thing that happens. It's like a game. It's like you can't wait to check in. You're not alone. Like I talk myself out of stuff when I'm alone. And I'm not trying to be on this pedestal. I want you to see that I'm exactly like you in that way, perhaps. But especially, like not just 1 or 2 people, when you've got hundreds of other amazing people, a whole community of like-minded, like vibration, open, positive, loving people also working on increasing their money together, it brings an energy to a sprint like you've never experienced before. That's when what used to feel like work becomes a party, right? I don't know about you, but I love a party. I'll show up for every party. Also, when there is this healthy, not unhealthy, not toxic, but this healthy, super fun spirit of competition, you want to play it. But the thing about this competition is the goal is that everybody wins. It's not a competition where like you're trying to be number 1 and like everybody like loses after you. Like that's a very masculine way of doing things. In my communities, a rising tide lifts all boats. When you do well, I do well. When I do well, she does well. And then we support each other. Like, come on, come on. Or if somebody's having a hard day, you bring her up with you. Okay? And if you're having a hard day, you say, hey guys, I need some help here. I'm feeling deflated today. Come on, we got you. You got this. A community is everything. And that's when you want to be part of something bigger than yourself when you're tackling really big goals. I'm always surrounded with people. I have several mentors. I belong to several groups of people because I recognize that doing it by myself is incredibly deflating and I will talk myself out of it, right? You too? Friendship makes the whole thing so much easier and more fun. Friendship has given me everything in business. There are people that I still talk to from 15 years ago in way different parts of the world because we feed each other in our business ideas. Money magnet secret number 6 is getting strong mindset coaching. I just mentioned it. I get coached because it's so powerful. So here's what I want you to write down. Discipline is a mindset, it is not an action. Discipline is a mindset. Consistency is a mindset, not an action. Mental strength is something that is learnable. It's a teachable skill. Unapologetically asking for the sale with love and feeling great about asking for the sale is a mindset that can be taught. I can teach you how. Or you love somebody enough to invite them to work with you, even if you've never met them before. That is something that can be taught. Being willing to be visible despite your fear, despite the awkwardness or the uncomfortableness, is a mindset that a strong coach will teach you if you allow them. Commitment to a goal is not something that comes naturally for most people, especially when they're wired like us. It's a mindset that is learned from someone who does it daily. So an upgrade in your mindset is a massive, major component to getting your cash flowing and to becoming a money magnet. You got to work with somebody on the strength of your mindset. So you got to get a strong mentor. I have, oh my God, my mentors kick my ass. Somebody who's already there who will teach you best practices and provide course correction. You know, sometimes you fall off a little bit and then it's easy to, say, oh, I guess this wasn't meant to be. When you have strong coaching in your life, it just becomes course correction, right? You zig, you zag, but you stay on track, especially when you need it most. And so when you are taught how to stop procrastinating and to become mentally strong, then you reach your financial goals much, much faster. It's amazing what happens when you get strong coaching from somebody who's actually really nice. And when you have this, you become financially stable, not just for you, but also for your family. And when there's cash, when there's money in your family, you get to afford what you haven't been able to afford before. Being a money magnet, it's like a cute name, right? Money magnet, like, okay, but it's real. Being a money magnet and having money at a moment's notice, and it changes every single area of your life. If you need some help at home because you're cleaning your house by yourself, like you can get somebody to help with you with your house. You could get somebody to help with your kids. You can get somebody to help with your work, all the stuff you don't know how to do, don't like to do, don't have time to do, all the stuff that would really grow your business. You can go on vacations. One of the other things that you all said to me, practically all of you in that survey, is you want to travel. You want to afford nice vacations. And money helps you do that. And it takes these 6 things to become like predictable. I'll tell you this, I can predictably at any moment's notice, attract money into my life. And I'm not saying that to brag. It's just because I've earned the right to say that. I live this way. I was just like you. I've just done the work of learning how to do it, right? And you don't have to do that 15, 20 years of learning, spending all this money. My God, how much money have I spent? Like hundreds of thousands to learn all this stuff. But these are these 6 things, you've heard of them, maybe not all at once, chained together, into this framework, and this lifestyle. you're probably not fully doing them if you're having trouble attracting money. You're maybe doing one or the other. And that's because mastering them on your own can take several years. And what I heard from you in that survey is you don't have several years, right? You need the money now, right? So for most people, becoming a money magnet requires getting coached from people, like not getting coached from people who make the same amount of money that you do or less than you do. It means looking up the ladder and saying, okay, who's way ahead of me who can teach me their best practices? Right, do this, not that. It's like, stop doing that and do this. And it can be super powerful to get coached by somebody who's been living there for so many years that they can just tell you about it like the back of their hand. But it can also be very, very expensive. I know, because I just reached out to who I thought was going to be my next mentor, but it's like, even for me, it feels like a little tiny bit outside of my reach. So I said, let me get the money first, right? It's like to the tune of multiple hundreds of thousands. It can be very expensive and sometimes too expensive for most, right? And so what I want to do today is tell you about the super affordable solution that I believe will save you a ton of time and actually will pay for itself in less than the form of a new client. Like, one new client would pay for this program many times over. Even before the program is over, I believe that you will make your money back, right? And some people have called the earlier version of this, like it's like a free program. They're like, people did it over and over again. And I want to invite you to this solution that's incredibly affordable. I am deeply proud to invite you to the new club that I'm starting. It's my life's work. I have so much passion around both the marketing and the mindset and the money energy, right? And it's called the Money Magnet Club. And this is where you and I get to work very closely together. I will get to know you. I will be there in your life. We will work together for 3 months to reach your big financial goal by the end of this year, October, November, December, right? And if you joined us a little late, I just want you to write down the website so you can go check it out after we're done today. Or you can check it out now if you want. themoneymagnetclub.com. themoneymagnetclub.com. And with my help, you will take more action. You will comfortably talk to more people and get out there in a much bigger way. And you're gonna do this with this bubble, this safe bubble of community and accountability, all the stuff that you crave. I know about these things because I provide it in my much bigger programs that cost a lot more than this one. And I know that it works. And when you have the community and the accountability and the check-ins and all that lovely stuff, you finish what you start. And this is why you cannot fail, because you are no longer alone. So you might be wondering what's in, curious, like, oh, this sounds pretty good. What you'll get when you say yes to joining us and me in the Money Magnet Club. So as you'll see, it's available online, but it's with a lot of time with me. Number one, we are going to ensure that you have the right components in place to achieve your goals before we play the game, okay? So before we do anything, we are going to, I'm going to give you immediate access to an orientation that is about beliefs busting, right? Any negative belief that you have, we're gonna bust through those before we even talk about anything marketing. This is where I will debunk any myths about your need for complexity, right? Some people say it's gotta be hard or it's not worthwhile. Or extreme effort. I do not believe in that. I believe that you can have elegant ways of doing things that produce elegant results. It does not have to be hard and it does not have to be complex. Just period. So I'm going to do a whole thing with you before we do anything else. What that's going to do is that's going to activate a powerful mindset within you that's going to have you stop overthinking and stop procrastinating, because you're just going to follow my recipe. I'm gonna say, stop going online to figure out all the different ways to make something. Just follow my recipe, okay? And then we are going to start with the trainings. Now, each week, and this is what in a earlier version of this, it was almost twice the cost and didn't have as much delicious stuff as what I'm throwing in this time. So then each week, for 4 weeks, we will experience 2 classes together. You're going to experience one, so we start next week, right? One class on money mindset to increase your energetic and vibrational attraction point, right? It's all that energy stuff, and that makes you more attractive to money. And then you're going to also have a class each week on money actions, right? To show you the pragmatic and the practical marketing actions specialized just for you, right? Tailored for you so that you can do them daily. Stuff that you're already good at or you can easily get better at. And what that does is it makes you focused and constantly moving towards your big, hairy, audacious revenue goal. So for 4 weeks, 2 times a week, you're going to have a training. One on mindset from me and one on marketing. Woo, woo. It's gonna be awesome. And with both of these, you cannot lose this game. I will give you everything that you need, right? You can only win. So the first 4 weeks of mindset classes, right? I will empower you with powerful daily wealth expansion, consciousness expansion practices. Nothing difficult. Sometimes you're just about listening to something. And so you stop. If you're currently repelling abundance, we're going to stop that. We're going to nip that in the bud right away. So it's everything that I use today. Like, I don't even share this. Like, people always ask me, like, what do you do? I've never shared everything like I'm going to share with you in the next 3 months. So everything I use myself, I still use today to command money from the universe. Not hope, not wish, like command money from the universe. I'm just going to use the game of life, the universal laws, the metaphysical formulas to bring money in. I'm going to teach. I haven't done them all, maybe not all, because I'm not too cool for school. I keep learning, but I'm gonna give you what's been working for me for 21 years. Every affirmation that I use, how I stay attractive to money, even when the world is going wonky, I use these practices to stay attractive to money. I'm gonna share with you the wealth mindset books, kind of create a little, what do you call that? Like a book club, just call me Oprah. A book club. I'm gonna share with you the videos that I watch, and even though last night I was watching videos with my kids on these same things, these wealth attraction and staying positive, and you know, how the world really works scientifically. I'm going to share with you what I write on my goal cards, how I use manila folders to attract clients. You're going to do the same, because I'm going to show you even pictures from my own files. This is going to be plug and play. I'm going to show you how to keep your mind laser sharp when you're working, because where focus grows, energy flows. You've heard this before. I want to show you how I connect with the divine on a daily basis, and exactly what I have been saying every day for 15 years. And I want you to say it too if it feels right for you, to have created the business that generates multiple 7 figures each year for more than 12 years now, 13 years now, every year, no matter what is the up and down, right? So you will learn how you too will craft a very strong money attractor self-image that has you powerfully override any societal lack, any economic, all the stuff that's kicking you out of the vortex on Facebook, all the crazy stuff that's going on in the world. None of that will be affecting you, because you're going to have this attractor factor within you. And at the same time, so those are the first 4 weeks with the mindset-y stuff. We're going to give you the marketing stuff, right? I'm going to teach you the marketing classes that you need around the 20%. Just 4 classes on that. You don't need a lot. I'm going to give you everything that you need. Show you exactly how to do it, what it's supposed to look like, and what the 20% is that produces 80% of the results. It's what I call the fastest path to cash. I've been teaching this for umpteen years, and we teach other stuff in our bigger programs But in the end, it always comes back down. Like if you want the fastest path to cash, you do these 4 things, right? I've been using them for more than 20 years, sometimes at the exclusion of other things, other more complex and expensive and risky things. Like I always go back to center. So you're gonna, just so much great stuff. Fastest path to cash, how you will use these to get new clients, your elevator speech, how to use the curiosity method to get clients online from social media in a way that doesn't feel intrusive. That's week 1. We're gonna amp up your offers on week 2 so that your ideal clients, it's like a no-brainer for them to wanna work with you. You're gonna make bolder claims. You're going to increase your visibility. I'm gonna show you how to do all of that. Week 3 is where we're gonna have your tangible plan, like the what, the when, and the how, right? And that is basically what of all the activities, what are your 3 things that you're gonna do daily? And you're not gonna do the same thing that the other people necessarily are gonna do in the group. Right? You're going to have your own thing, and you're going to be focused on generating revenue from these 3 actions every day without fail. It doesn't take a long time, but it does take that you do them, and it'll be easy. So basically with these marketing classes, I will be giving you step-by-step how-tos. This is not, you're not going to be like, okay, go do this, and you have no idea how to do it. It's the proven, I call it, we always say at Bold Art, just follow Fabienne's recipe, okay? She cooks. She knows how to craft a recipe that gets the results. So I'm going to give you the marketing recipe that generates the money that you need now. For me, like I was putting this program together and I had tears in my eyes. No joke. Like I like in my heart, it's like the universe just keeps saying, this is what you need to be doing for these people. Like they need you, Fabienne. I got a note, and another note today saying, I need you to do this, please, like now more than ever. So I'm just going to give you all my scripts, all my templates, all the marketing plans, everything that you need. And it's going to be broken down into their simplest, most actionable step. You're going to take certain actions on social media that will feel very natural because they'll fall in with how you, the feminine part of you, which is a connector. Even if you're shy, even if you've been timid in the past and you're not like a rah, you know, like maybe you look at me and you say, oh, she's really enthusiastic and charismatic. Yeah, but the things that I'm going to teach you, you don't need to be like that. You can just be who you are and do them in your own way. I'm going to give you the exact things to say and how to lovingly invite people to have a conversation and to work with you, right? So you're going to just generate leads really quickly. I'll help you structure your offers so that there are no-brainers. We already talked about that. And then week 4, we're going to do your tangible plan. This is like, we're going to map out everything for then it's basically going to be your customized plan for 60 days of simple, focused actions on a daily basis. You're going to be like, wow, this is not as complicated as I've been making it all these years. So we're going to set your big, hairy, audacious revenue goal for the amount of revenue you want to raise during our game. And you're not going to play like pick a totally safe goal because that's no fun. It's not going to be too big because then you will likely disappoint yourself, and it's not going to be too small. It's important that it be realistic, and I'll help you with that, but it's also got to be a bit of a stretch just for where you are, right? So some people are going to try to manifest $5,000, pounds, euros in the next 3 months. And then other people who are more advanced are going to, look for 90,000. And I have some success stories around that to share with you in just a few minutes, because I really want to inspire you as you make this decision to see yourself already having made that money. So this decision is a no-brainer because this is just like $397, right? So I will coach you, I will guide you, we will create your personalized marketing action plan around those 20% of activities. And then in 4 weeks' time, when you are ready to rock and roll, we will begin the money magnet game. Let the games begin. And for 60 days, we're gonna go on a 60-day sprint. And I'm gonna do it with you, right? This is gonna be so much fun. You will be immersed in a community of exciting action, right? It's gonna be like, whoa, yeah, we're doing this together, right? There's gonna be a lot of energy. Why? Because it's fun. You don't have to do this for a whole year. It's just like 60 days. Just do this together, 60 days. It's gonna become kind of addictive because this is gonna get your, is it dopamine, like that feel good thing? You're gonna check in with people. So I just really want you to get that this is not like a learn, like I'm gonna teach you, yes, but this is not a learn about it program. You will be absolutely and totally motivated and inspired to take imperfect action. Yes, I said imperfect. I'm not looking for perfection here, right? I know that if you're looking for perfection, you will never take action. So imperfect action beats inaction every time. And you're gonna get yourself out there. But we're all gonna take imperfect action. It's gonna be like, how imperfect was your action today? Oh, mine was more imperfect than yours, right? But you're gonna be doing the simple, consistent, and proven marketing activities that generate leads, that generate clients, that generate money, okay? And at the end of every 30-day period, so at the end of the first 30 days, I will check in with you. We're gonna have, I'm calling this a plug into the Fabienne mothership session for course correction if you need it. You may not need it, but it's normal. There's no straight line in the universe, right? So I'm going to give you coaching and I'm going to give you exercises to do. Like we're going to look at what's working, do more of that, and we'll shift what's not working based on what you've learned. And we're just going to hit reset wherever we need to. You're going to track your sales and activities weekly, right? This is the check-in period because what gets measured grows. That's awesome, right? So you always know where you stand, always know how much you're making. And I'll show you when you go to themoneymagnetclub.com. If you scroll all the way at the bottom of the website, you're going to see all these people and how they were checking in with each other on the Facebook group. And one of them said, well, I'll read it to you, but the golden goose has laid its egg or something like that. And they're talking about daily about the money that they've generated that day. It's really inspiring, okay? And what's really cool is that you are going to discover the incredible feeling of following through on a commitment that you made with yourself, with others. You're going to discover a part of you that you know, the one that perhaps has been hiding before. You are going to be so proud, I believe, as I've seen in the past, to become this new person. Because you see, reaching the goal isn't what changes you. It's you change when you set a goal and you give everything you have to the achievement of that goal. And that confidence will become evidence for the rest of your career that you can do this, you can make money. It really, it's like, it shifts your molecules for going forward. So this may be just a 3-month program and it may just be $397 and be like, oh, but this is an opportunity to shift who you are for the rest of your self-employed career. Now, in a moment, I'm going to tell you about a bonus that I'm giving you today, for signing up today as opposed to waiting for this weekend. Why? Because in full transparency, and I'm always transparent, I know that, what is it called? The law of diminishing intent. If you don't sign up today, you might, oh, let me think about it this weekend, and then we start on Monday and you forgot. No, if you're in a hurry, you can go straight to the info page, and it's themoneymagnetclub.com. But I have something that I want to gift you if you decide to come today. And it's a very powerful thing that I've done with many others in the past. But before, everything that you get in this affordable game, this club, is all laid out on the very short website. You'll see it's kind of just like an order form. I think I've made my case for how powerful this is, but you'll have what you get, and you'll have the 2 options. And this is where even if the $397 as a lump sum is difficult for you, you'll see that there's an option on the website that you can do a payment plan. So you'll see, this is actually, I screenshotted this from the website. You can just start with $157 today. It'll be charged today. Then you get to join us and meet everybody. And then there'll be another 2 payments monthly of $157. So 3 payments of $157. So that's one option. And if you want the best deal, it's the pay in full and it's just $397. So you are in control. You decide what you want. It doesn't change anything for me. And just make sure to click the green button that says complete your order. And I just want to tell you about what some people have. You'll see this at the bottom of that page when you get there. Some past members of this game, when it was called the 90-day cash infusion game. So if you'll see some of the testimonials say cash infusion or a 90-day cash infusion, this was an earlier version of this, but without all the mindset teachings and all the stuff that I've brought to this version to make it a money magnet course. But some past members of this game who had just a couple of clients set 10,000 as their 90-day goal, and they reached it. They reached it. Some who were already making 100 or 1,000 or more in their business set 100,000 as their 90-day goal, and they reached it. It is amazing. It's like you're surfing this wave with all these other people, right? And this program is less than a 1 car payment for most people, like less than an average monthly car payment. We can find the money. Like let's find the money for you to do this, even if it's a stretch, okay? I just want you to know, you'll also see on the website that it is guaranteed to work, or I will give you your money back, okay? We have never had to ever, because people make money, so they're like, how awesome is this? Can I do it again in another 3 months from now? So there's a 60-day money back guarantee. If this isn't working for you, if you're doing it and you're not generating money, do not worry. I will give you your money back. I just want you to be happy. I want you to do this. It's miraculous what happens. So does it work? That's why people don't ask for their money back, but it's there if you want it, okay? You have my word. But Catherine Mora, you'll see her testimonial at the bottom of the website, themoneymagnetclub.com. You'll read what she said. I broke the 15-year 82,000 spell. She'd been at the same level for 15 years. She said, I forgot about some contract work I did at business, taking my earnings this year to 96,000. So from 82 to 96,000, what that's like 14, she made 14,000 from this game that we played, right? Having that income ceiling realization really messed with me the last few days. So this has helped break the emotional mental code. Yay! How is everyone going preparing for the 90-day game, right? Lynn said, I signed up yesterday and this afternoon secured a mentoring client at the highest price. She signed up the day before and it worked immediately, probably because of the mindset busting thing that you'll get on Monday. The highest price I've ever charged. She's paying me in full on Monday, etc. Genevieve said, I'm so excited, got 2 new clients this morning, which brings my total so far to 1,670 since I started this program. I am more than halfway to my BHARG of 3,000. You see, some people put 3,000. I want you to see that because we track everything, the first time that we played this game, the ladies in the program generated more than $250,000 in cash in 90 days. That is awesome. That is awesome. So I just want you to see, because I believe so much in the idea of women feeling safe in the world. And I know that when the women make their own money and lots of it, they feel safe. So I want you to see the numbers here. A total First time we played this, of 382 GACs scheduled. A GAC is a get acquainted call. So these women generated 382 sales conversations. They generated $281,213, more than $250,000. The average was 2 new sales conversations and 1,413. So you've got the people who made a lot and you've got the people who made less. The average is 1,400, which way outweighs the 397 like membership fee to be playing with me for these 90 days. I just want you to know, like, I charge way more than $3.97 an hour. You're getting this at no charge. You want to know why I'm doing it for so little? Because it's going to be so much fun and we're going to make you money and we're going to get close to each other and you're going to meet friends that you'll have for many, many years to come. Laurice set her cash, because it was called Cash Infusion. You'll see, please celebrate with me. I started the 90-day Cash Infusion on May 1, and you'll go read her testimonial on the website, but basically it says that she set her Cash Infusion goal for $7,000 a month, and instead she made $18,000 a month. Shireen Pasha achieved her first $14,000 a month. It's pounds, I should change that. She said, P.S. in March, I closed 14,000 in sales. Frances Faden made her first $22,000 a month. You can just read all of this, right? Let's see. Yeah, I already showed you that. You could just go look at all of these, but it works. Hello, Bold Hearts. After nearly 2.5 months of being in this course and turning in zeros each and every week, with the exception of 500 from a side hustle, I am happy to report that this week I have turned in 3 transactions. I am a realtor, so it's a little different game for me, totaling $29,225 US. My 90-day income goal is $30,000. I am close now. This amazing program works if you work it. My foot is firmly on the gas pedal and I see all green lights ahead. Donna Smith said, you can go read these. They're so inspiring, so inspiring. I just want you to know that it works. Now I want you to, Mega, who is a lawyer in Manhattan, played this game and she made close to $80,000 in the 90 days from playing this game. And she said, Fabienne, I don't know why I wouldn't play this every single time. Every single time. So why does it work? Well, for everything that I shared with you today, right? It's in this Money Magnet Club. I show you how to become attractive to money by your daily actions, by your daily thoughts, by your vibrational energy. And in the program, I show you what to do to generate the money, like the practical aspects of it. You'll know that you need to do fewer things, but just better. So 20% of your effort is going to create 80% of your results. And you might be wondering, is this going to be really time consuming? It can be done in as little as 5 hours per week for both, which means that you can fit it in, even if you just need to get up a little earlier, right? Or do it all on a Saturday morning, even if you're busy, even if you have a job on the side. And it's really affordable. Maybe I need to charge more next time, but I don't care. I make my money elsewhere. This is not about making money. This is about you getting money in the door. These don't have to be strange times when you know how to play the game. And this is going to be more affordable than the money that what you're paying now for all the marketing actions that are not working. So my intention is that every single woman and every man who leads with his heart, that is watching me right now, if you're here with me right now, that you're going to jump in on this winning opportunity with me, with us. Like, let's create a family together for the next 3 months and beyond. Seriously, do you want to keep doing this by yourself? Join us. Join us. I've made it easy for you. So you'll see you're in control. You've got 2 options. You've got the $397, which is the best deal, Or you've got the 3 payments of 157. You start today, and then 30 days from now, and then 30 days from then, and we can just, you know, get going. This is about, like, don't wait. If you decide that you want to enroll today, and I want you to enroll today, right? Get the energy and the momentum going, meet everybody else. And today before midnight, I will give you a gift. Now, I don't have a fancy drawing for it because I literally just threw this in at the last minute. And what's that? Oh, you have a fancy thing?
Yeah.
Okay, well, later, show it later. But I decided that if you are going to join us in the club today before midnight, I'm inviting you, I'm going to give you extra time with me, and I'm going to take you through a powerful experience with me called Your Reason for Being. It's a clarity booster. It is where I show you in 1 hour, 1 hour and a half, I'll probably stay with you 90 minutes because I always like to spend more time with you, how to monetize your life's purpose. Now, it's totally cool. You might be like, I don't know what my life's purpose is. I will show you what your life's purpose is, and I will show you how to monetize it, and really just create this amazing reason for being. I mean, who wouldn't want to be paid for what they love? Why they're here on this planet. So if you decide to sign up for, I don't even sell this separately. It's just, I'm giving you this extra time with me. I love doing this process. Every time I've taught it, I do it alongside and I get even more clarity. That's why we call it the clarity booster. So we'll do this live on a Zoom together. And this whole program, I forgot to mention that you're going to be in this Facebook group with all these other courageous bold hearts, and there's a members only Facebook group, and you have access to resources and people, just absolutely lovely people, because somehow I have a unique ability to only attract really yummy people. So you are no longer alone in your business. We can do this together. I am delighted to do this with you, and just enroll. You have nothing to lose, right? Even if you're not sure, okay? It may be the first time you're meeting me, or it may be that cash is tight, or it may be that you've tried other things before and they didn't work because you were by yourself and they didn't understand how you were wired. Just apply what I'm going to share with you, okay? Just apply, like plug in. And if you haven't made money in the course in the next 2 months, show me your work. All right, you got to show me that you did the stuff, right? And if you've done it and you've not received results, I will graciously and lovingly refund you. That would not be right. Even if it's only like $3.97, it would not be right. I will refund you every single penny that you have invested. It is only fair. So really, there's not much left to say. Go to the Money Magnet Club to get inspired by even more of the success stories than those that I showed you already, for people who have been in the program, and just like, go for it. Go for it. It's your turn. It's your time. Let's get you some money, shall we? And let's make it happen quickly. You have absolutely everything to gain, and so does your family. Let's play this game. I'm sending you so much love. I hope that you'll join me. Thank you for being with me today. Let's make you that money magnet that you deserve to be. Thanks so much.